I'm here at the Pharmgate booth with Dr. Nicholas Lauterbach, and we are going to talk about PRRS. What are some of the current trends and emerging challenges in PRRS management that producers need to be aware of, you think?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me today and making some time during a busy World Pork Expo. The biggest trend that we see right now with the producers and the veterinarians we work with in relationship to PRRS is just the level of exposure that there seems to be. It seems like, and I don't necessarily know if that's new, but it seems like over the last 6 to 8 months, we've had a lot of questions about PRRS. Our team at Pharmgate Animal Health is really based in the Midwest from the Eastern Corn Belt to Oklahoma and really everywhere the pigs are in between there. And we continue to get a lot of questions about PRRS and how do I prevent this disease from entering my farm, and then how do I best manage it if I were to get PRRS or a lateral introduction of PRRS, how do I manage that the best that I can? And so I think really that's what we're focused on, is trying to answer those questions and just trying to help producers, help veterinarians work through those challenges as they were to arise.
How is Pharmgate helping producers implement effective prevention strategies?
Yeah, I think one of the things we spend a lot of time to talk about, and I think one of the the way that Pharmgate Animal Health is uniquely positioned is that a lot of our team has direct in-barn experience, and so we have a group, a team that just has a lot of swine and agriculture livestock related experience, and so when we talk about PRRS and the challenges that brings to a producer, we can speak directly to those experiences. And so really when we are working with producers or veterinarians, we like to draw on a lot of those experiences directly, um, as well as working with your health team that you may be working with, right? So I think that's something that, having been a production veterinarian myself for a large system, I think is really important for any producer out there, is to make sure that you have a reliable health team, a veterinarian or whoever that may be, to help you implement and design these biosecurity protocols to keep diseases, not just PRRS, but PED and other health challenges that we know are out there, out of your system the best that we can. So,
Are there any new tools, diagnostics, or vaccine innovations that you believe will reshape PRRS control in the next 12 to 24 months?
yeah, my area of expertise is the antibiotic and the vaccine side, because that's what our team at Pharmgate knows, and we do well. And so we have a PRRS modified live vaccine called PRRS Guard that the research continues to show will reduce the impact of PRRS in the face of a lateral PRRS challenge. And I think outside of that, we continue to look for different ways and opportunities to manage this disease. 100% of the resources we have on the research, on the R&D side for Pharmgate, goes onto the swine health challenge management side of things. And so our company is devoted to livestock health, and specifically on the swine side of things, we are solely focused on understanding our products and making sure that we're doing research and providing scientific information about the tools that are available to veterinarians and producers, specifically around managing these relevant health challenges that pig producers face.
And what advice do you give to producers out there that are battling with PRRS ongoing, even though they're putting good biosecurity practices in place?
Yeah, I think the one thing specific to my experience on the production veterinarian side, I don't think we can ever take the training aspect for granted. And so, if you're working with your health team, with your veterinarian, you're routinely auditing your process specific to biosecurity and how do I keep these diseases out, and you still feel that you're coming up short for whatever reason, I think at that point you have to go to the training and making sure that your employees or your caretakers or your producers really understand the why behind why you're asking them to do this. I think we all understand and realize how devastating a disease PRRS can be. And so when you lay that out and you lay out the whys of these biosecurity protocols, it's really easy to get buy-in, because everybody, we get into this industry and we raise pigs because we understand the responsibility that comes with that. We have a responsibility to make sure that we are entering safe, nutritious pork into the food chain. And so I think when you lay out the whys and understanding those biosecurity protocols, it becomes a really nice message to your caretakers that this is a way to help prevent these diseases, right? And so that's the recommendation I would give anybody is really, first and foremost, make sure you have these biosecurity protocols in place. You're working with a veterinarian to develop these to keep these diseases out. But if you still feel you're coming up short, really dive into the training aspect of it and making sure your employees or your caretakers understand the whys behind all these different steps we have with biosecurity.
Well, Dr. Nicholas, how can people find you, get a hold of this information in case they need help with their PRRS or any other help that your company can get?
Yeah, you can. The best way to find us is through our website, pharmgate.com, and that's Pharmgate with a PH, PHARMGATE.com. On there, you'll find a variety of resources that include our product portfolio, how to get in touch with one of our team members, and like I said, we are where the pigs are. So if you're in a state that's raising pig, there's a high likelihood we're either in your state or very close to your state. And then as well as other resources just to help make producers and veterinarians' lives a little bit easier. So,
Well, thank you for joining us at World Pork and have a great show.
you bet. Thank you.